anybody can freaking make it in the summertime. That's easy. Anybody can do this in the summer and make a living, man. Stupid easy. Can you make it through the winter? And I ain't talking about survive, I'm talking about excel. Alright y'all, good morning. So it is it's Wednesday morning. It's gonna be a scorcher today, it looks like. It's 75 degrees now, which is okay. It's 10 minutes till 8. I've already done pulled out, man. We got a lot to do today. Not gonna be as much money as usual. It's probably gonna be around 800 or 900 today, but yeah, we're just not gonna be useful as useful. So yeah, like I said, it's not gonna be a great day as far as money goes, but you gotta take, you can't, every day can't be $1,000, $1,500 day. So we'll take the 800 or 900 today and keep rolling with it. Tomorrow will be probably about the same as today, but not quite as much work. We got a lot to do today, man, for me to keep everybody busy, I'm having to kind of take a little hit on the scope of work, that we're doing, So, but you got to keep the guys busy. So, and we should be able to be busy. Now Friday will be about $1,000 a day, but my expenses are higher Friday. All right, y'all. So that's 120. It's 8:45. So we're okay. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do one solo real quick, and they're gonna do two, but they got a lot more driving than I got and everything. So yeah, but yeah, we're earning, man. Every day, man. The trick today is, since I know what what's going on, and how much money we're making and all that, I know that we need to hurry up before it gets too hot. So we got them bushes to do, and you want to try to do the harder stuff first, but it wasn't going to work out like that, because I know that if we do those bushes, first, that we're going to be wore out, and something's going to get dropped off, something's going to get left. We're not going to finish the list, and the money is already a little bit skimpy. Not skimpy, but it ain't for the work that we're doing and the traveling and all the expenses it costs, it ain't great. So it's okay, it's doable, but I don't know, man. I just Zach said, well, we ought to go do the bushes first. I said, yeah, but if we go over there and do those two great big yards and the bushes and everything, then I know me. It's gonna come 1 o'clock, they gonna be wore out, and me too. And I'm gonna be like, man, fuck this, let's go in. But if we're already over there, and that's the last thing we got to do, then I don't know, it really shouldn't really make a big difference, But I should beat them over there, and if I do, I'll go on and start on the bushes, and maybe I can do some of them to help out, yeah. Because I don't really like doing the bushes myself personally. I don't, I'll do them though, because this is what we do out here. And now I'm going over to where we're going to be doing the bushes. So one thing about the new mower that I'm not liking, and it's like that with all the mowers, when it's got the flap on it, the discharge flap, the rubber thingamajig. That's what they say. That's what we say down here in the South when we can't think of what it is. Thingamajig. But y'all know what I'm talking about. Nobody runs with them down. Everybody, whenever these companies do commercials and stuff on their mowers, it always shows the grass flap down. I don't know of anybody that runs runs a mower that does this for a living that has the grass flap down. I don't know of any. Now, I might be just in my own world, but I don't know of any. So, with that being said, whenever I leave the grass flap up. But whenever I want to put the deck up in transport, the grass flap catches on and won't let me push the deck all the way up. So I have to reach down and move the grass flap out a little bit. Now, what I usually do, and if you look at any of my other Exmark mowers, what I usually do is I make the grass flap shorter. So it's kind of long right now. I'll take about, I don't know, maybe 30% off of it, and then it's not in the way. And then it'll lay down flat on the deck, because it's got room. See, right now it doesn't have room to go all the way over. It just stands up because it's pretty big. And I don't use it anyway. The only time we use it is, well, when we're, and if you just got a little bit of a guard, you don't have to have, a 12-inch freaking guard. Let me get over here and get some of these bushes done so Zach and them won't be crying too hardcore. We're gonna work hard today, man. And not gonna make as much money as yesterday. That's just the reality of it, man. They don't like it when the rabbits got the gun, but they love days like yesterday where they work, 4.5, 5 hours, which is usually about what we work. We rarely work 6 hours out here. Rarely, out here actually doing the lawns. I figure out how much money we need to make for the day to cover my fuel and my expenses and to put a nice little profit up. And I always weigh, things that can go wrong, and I always weigh, fuel and difficulty level. But the biggest thing is how much money we make. Well, Ray, how much do you give them on percentage-wise of what the business makes? It fluctuates. It's not a set number, because a lot of times, they'll make, if you did it by the hour, around $20 an hour, $22 an hour. I've had them make, $35 an hour in the day, but that's not something consistent. It's consistently $20 to $25 an hour. Every now and then it'll dip below that, but that's usually because something done happened, or somebody done something that's taking too long. That's the biggest thing. So. Okay, y'all, so just pulled up to this one. These are the bushes we're going to be doing. I'm going to go ahead and get started on this side. My goal is to get, if I can just get one side of these done, then yeah, we're good. I'm going to have to put y'all on time lapse though. See, well, you're not going to beat those steel hedge trimmers right there. The Milwaukee ones are lighter, but these are more sure. When you ain't got to go over nothing twice. So my goal was just to trim this side right here, but I'm probably going to go on. I'm trying to overachieve. I'm going to trim that side right there. So when the guys get here, because usually I don't do any of them. I'll let the guys do them. But I know today's are going to be a, it's not that bad really, because this is it. This is why I wanted to do this last. But y'all see, they'll do all the bushes up against the house and down the side. There's not any in the back
So, but this took me 15 minutes. And yeah, and you know, cleanup's the hard part too. You got to clean up, man, and that's always the hard part. So that's a part of it too. But yeah, this grass is full. All the grass is really growing, y'all. But let me, I see a couple little spots I want to touch up, and then I'm gonna go to the other side. So y'all see this yard? I'm gonna put y'all in the back here, and we're gonna strike it up. See it, man. My lines aren't very straight today. Well, the hydros on this thing are kind of tight. They'll have to wear out, and I'll have to, you know, get used to it, man. All right, y'all. So yeah, we got done, man. It worked out really good. And we got done a little bit earlier than I anticipated, but that's, you know, that's good. But I helped them with the bushes. If I hadn't have done any of the bushes, we wouldn't have got off this early. Normally I don't do a lot of bushes myself, but sometimes I feel like it, sometimes I don't. You know. So I had to get it in today, y'all. Get it in, y'all. But I hope everybody having a good day today, man. It's super hot, man. I was glad we went on and knocked this thing out today, man, because today was probably the hardest day of the week. Well, yeah. But y'all see, the rest of the week is there's a lot of driving. You know, I don't make quite as much money when we drive a lot, but it's a lot easier work. You know, because well, you're in the truck, and then you're out of the truck, and then you're back in the truck, and then you're out, you know, that kind of thing, y'all. We eat me peanut butter and jelly today. No Sammy. Well, my Sammy will be peanut butter and jelly, y'all. But y'all saw the way that mower cut that the back 40 over there. It cut it really crisp and clean. It didn't leave no scragglers. Well, one thing I've noticed on just being, you know, cutting grass every day is certain grasses leave scragglers and certain grasses don't, no matter what mower you got. Like this trashy grass on the side of the road, when it's thick, tall, and wet, it leaves scragglers. But when you get on a manicured lawn like that back 40 over there I just cut, it's crisp and clean, and it doesn't miss nothing. So we can say what we want to about a mower doing this or a mower doing that. A lot of it has to do with what type of grass you're cutting. You know, I mean, you know, and that's the truth, man. It ain't always the mower. I can remember back before I even had a zero turn, I used to strike them yards up with a tractor mower. I would. It'd just take me forever. And I thought I was, you know, balling out, but really I wasn't. It was taking me too long. I didn't really realize how what I was missing out on until I got on one of these big boys zero turn mowers. That's when I realized, okay, this is how you can really make money, you know. It ain't always been like this though. It hasn't. And of course, you know, more, you know, bigger equipment, you know, more money it costs to run, the more work you got to do, but the more work you can do because you got bigger equipment. It's like you still got to work no matter what. Whether you get big equipment or little equipment or just starting out or whatever. See, people just starting out, they do things that I don't do. Not that I'm too good to do those things. It's that I've learned how to navigate my way through stuff. I have. Like when I had old Red Ruby, you know, I back up to a trailer, but I only had one trailer. So it wasn't a big deal. A dash cam or a backup camera, it wasn't a big deal. Well, I didn't know that. I didn't know what I didn't know. You know, I never had a vehicle with a backup camera on it. But I knew, and then with the F-250 that Zach drives, I still didn't know. I said, oh no, I didn't want to, you know. But when I started having to back up to more than one trailer, switching trailers and all that kind of thing all the time, well, it started, I realized, okay, it's important for a backup camera. You know, I used to not have the Gorilla lift, you know, for the ramp, for the trailer ramp. Well, I realized that, you know, after I got one, you know, well, after picking up that ramp for years without any assistance or whatever, it took its toll. I didn't want it. I mean, I pulled my back out one time picking the trailer ramp up. Well, Ray, you just need to be in better shape. Well, I mean, you can say all that all you want. It doesn't matter. You know, I want it to be easy. Easy. And I ain't no doubt about the air conditioner. I ain't gonna have a truck that don't have air conditioner in it. Not that I'm driving. Not ever. Whatever it takes. But see, a lot of people that are just starting out, they don't realize that these things are important, because the more business you do, then the more you're in the truck, the more you're backing up the trailers, the more you're picking up the ramp and lowering the ramp, the more you're looking up addresses, you know, the more you're doing all these things. And the more you do them, well, you want to make it easier so you don't have to spend your time doing these menial stupid things. You can spend your time doing work related, actual earning things. You know, I want to do things that are earning, not things that are, well, that I have to do before I start earning. Thoughts. But it'd be easy for somebody that just started out, you know, to think that way. But they do this thing, you know, they do this for 10 or 15 years, they won't be thinking the same anymore. Things become more important to you. There ain't no point in making a whole bunch of money out here and not living and having to struggle. I see people out here all the time. They've been doing this shit for 30 years, right? Know more about, they done forgot more about lawn mowing and grass cutting than I know. But they don't spend their money on newer equipment, a truck, a trailer, or anything. They got the same truck they had 25 years ago with no air conditioner, about to fall apart. The mowers are, you know, 1995 mowers, but they making, you know, the kind of money that I make out here. Or they're making good money. I don't know how much they're making, but I'm assuming they're making good money. If I'm doing something for 20 or 30 years, you best believe I'm going to be making good money in the minimal time. But some people, it's just not important to them. They had rather, you know, take their money and blow it on stupid shit. And some people just have big financial debt, you know, outside of their business. See, I don't have a lot of debt outside my business. You know, I don't have a lot of debt in the business either. You know. Well, you ought not be dogging that man out. I'm not dogging nobody out. I'm just stating the fact. I know a guy that's been doing this for about 26 years, and he's had the same truck for 25 of them. And he got the same mowers that he had in 2000. Patching them up, and he's worked. I see him all the time. He works there all the time. I see him at the gas station all the time. And I think to myself, damn, dude, don't you want to update your shit, man, to where you can do more money in less time? See, if you don't ever update your shit, equipment-wise, then you're gonna hit a plateau, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. Don't get me wrong. You're gonna hit a plateau, and then you ain't gonna be able to earn any more than that without it just really draining your time. Because again, that's what we sell, is our time. And everybody's not out here to make a lot of money. That dude is perfectly content making, you know, whatever he makes, you know, and perfectly content jumping his mowers off at every yard, and, you know, all the, you know, putting air in the tires, you know, every morning, you know, replacing trailer tires as they wear out every week. I mean, you know, they haven't evolved. Might not want to evolve, man. I mean, you know, who am I to pass judgment? I'm not. I'm just stating a fact. But the good thing about these guys is that they're in charge of their destiny. They get to pick and choose what jobs they take. Better than working for the man, for sure. For sure, to me. Just being in control of my destiny is worth it. The fact that I make a lot more money than working for the man, well, that makes it even 10 times worth it. But I know dude makes good money. He makes plenty of money. You know, he just doesn't, it's just not important to him to be able to do any more than what he's doing now. It ain't that I really want to do any more work than I'm doing now. I just want to do what I'm doing now quicker. That's really, you know, what I want. Because the amount of work that I was doing when I first started to now, well, I mean, one day out here now is like 3 or 4 days of me working in the beginning. Yeah. One day. You know, when I first started, if I could gross $400 a day, I was freaking stoked, man. That was great money. Of course, I didn't have the bills I got now either. So, if you get bigger, better equipment, then you got to make more money to be able to pay for the bigger, better equipment. See what I'm saying? Like when we first started doing those bushes and everything, it would have taken us all day long to do them bushes. We would have been over there 4 or 5 hours. We wouldn't have been able to do $400 worth of work before we ever started doing the bushes. Hell no. But we've gotten faster, and we've gotten, you know, we know what, you know, what's up. But if you're new in this game, just slow your road, man. You're gonna be alright. And just because you been doing this for a couple years and you got, you know, great Google reviews and all that, I'm not even on Google, and I make plenty. I said plenty. You don't have to, you know, see a lot of guys coming on here. They got, you know, a couple years experience, and they think that they damn King Boo-ha out here. And, you know, just slow your roll, man. That's all. Get out here and do it full time consistently for years, and you'll see what all those seasoned vets are saying. It's hard on a player out here. You know, it's hot. It's seasonal work. A lot more to it than just mowing the grass. You got to manage everything. And that's the challenge sometimes, especially in the wintertime. You come out here full time, just take a deep breath and hold on, because it ain't as easy as some of us guys on YouTube make it look, especially in the wintertime. A lot more going on, you know, in the summertime, so you can see. During the winter, I used to just survive. If I could just survive, you know, without having to go get a job, that was great. And I did. But I wanted to do more than, and still do want to do more than just survive. I want to excel. I want to adapt and conquer. In wintertime, to me, now, I make as much money in the winter as I do in the summer. And it doesn't cost me as much either. So, until you have, you know, 3 seasons full time out here, you know, all summer and all winter, about 3 years, then you can start making judgment calls and, you know, saying things that, well, say whatever you want to say, I guess. Well, then you'll see what guys like me are saying. That's what it is. You'll see, and then you'll be like, damn, that damn Ray, he was dead ass right, man. I don't feel like doing this, man. I don't feel like doing that. Man, my money's tight, man. What am I gonna do for the winter? Damn, man. You know, until you go through all that. Come on, man. But I'm at the Hizzo now, y'all. I said the Hizzo, and that's a wrap, man. I'm gonna jump in the pool, y'all, and sit on the couch, and then make me a peanut butter and jelly. And I don't know what I'm gonna do the rest of the day. I might not do hardly nothing. But there ain't no way I could have done the videos that I do. There ain't no way I could have done the videos that I do now back when I first started. There ain't no way, because I ain't know shit. See, I didn't know anything. I certainly didn't know enough to be giving folks advice. You know. And even now, I still feel a certain type of way when I start giving people advice, you know, because I'm always learning out here. I'm always learning, you know, every day. But being self-employed, a lot more to it than just doing the work. There's a lot of things that you got to go through in order to achieve G status, where you, I don't know, where you don't worry about the things that you worry about in the beginning. You got worries, but they're on a whole nother level. But if you ain't smart with your money, and you starting out in this, you better you'll get smart with your money real quick, or you'll find yourself broke, looking stupid in November, December, and ain't got no money for Christmas. I've bought many mowers over the years off of people, guys that start out here, and they work a season, you know, and they might have been doing it for a couple years, and then
They just have one thing that they didn't take care of or whatever during the season, and it comes back to bite them in October, November, December. And then they end up having to sell their lawnmower to pay their bills. I bought, let me see, I can tell you how many. About 3 or 4. I know 3 for sure. Mowers that I bought off people. Now, and I don't have the mowers anymore because I bought them for you know, used them, realized that I didn't like them or didn't want them, and then sell them. You know, when I was, you know, back before I started doing YouTube, I used to flip mowers and everything in the wintertime. But I got tired of doing all that, and that's why I bought that Bobcat. And since I bought the Bobcat, the wintertime is not a problem. It's not. You still got to work, but it's not. I don't worry about it. I embrace the winter. I look forward to the winter. Back when I first started, I was scared of the winter because I didn't know what I was going to do to make money other than sell firewood or whatever. You know what I'm saying, y'all? See what I'm saying?